Hello, I'm Peter Cooper from ArabianMoney at the Dubai Marina to talk about yachts and how the world looks from the point of view of somebody on a boat. Captain Moll, if I could ask you, since the recession, has there been a big change in the market for yachts?
Well, what you see is that actually more bigger yachts got sold and smaller yachts went down a bit.
The sort of effect of the downturn, that hit Dubai quite hard. Did it have a lot of effect on the market for yachts?
The bigger ones are still people which are having a lot of money. You see them laying still, but you see also the yards, especially here in the UAE, building the bigger ones.
Some people say when you buy a boat there are two good moments, the moment when you actually get the keys and the moment when you sell it, because people forget about the expenses. Is that true?
I've heard of that saying, when it's a happy moment when you buy a boat and the other next happy moment is when you sell it. A solution for that is to put a boat, for example, in charter. If you have the proper management behind it, the proper captain behind it, it is even profitable. You could make up a profit for 20% without any problem. But only if you have the right people behind it, otherwise it's going to cost you money.
But it's not as easy as renting out a property.
No, of course not. A boat is a different thing than a property. With the boat, of course, is engines, generators, other kind of systems which are continuously running. The boat is on the water, and yeah, that of course demands a different kind of maintenance than what you have on a property.
What sort of cost would you put on the maintenance, annual maintenance there?
Well, as a rule of thumb, for any boat, you would calculate 10% of the value of the boat. So if you have a boat of 2 million, then calculate 200,000. But then you come on berthing, insurance, crewing, fuel costs, maintenance. So it's actually the whole story. Of course, for a boat, and that is what most people also think, if I lay the boat still, I have less maintenance, but it's actually the other way around. The more a boat moves, the better it is actually for the engines.
A lot of the yachts you see in a marina like this barely seem to move. The owners buy them and they keep them sort of parked in the marina. Is that typical, or is it just an illusion?
You see that a lot. When a person just buys a boat, he wants to use it continuously, then the crew is really working hard, especially if it's a private boat. And then after half a year it tends to go down. The usage by the owner is going down. After a couple of years you see an owner maybe 1 or 2 times per year coming to a boat. Now a charter yacht is of course different. On that moment the owner is really, in my eyes, trying to make money back, so trying to cover up his costs, but it will also see that the boat will stay in a better condition. If you really look around and you see charter yachts, most of the times these boats are much cleaner because they're being used every day than a private yacht which is not being used every day.
So your advice would be, if you're investing in a boat, really think about chartering, and that's, you know...
If you're talking about people who have a good amount of money and buy a boat because they like it, and then find out that the costs actually are not that small, those kind of people I would definitely advise, take a good look what is possible with chartering. Do you want to have a proper management company doing that? Do you have a captain which is able to assist you in this?
Yes.
That would definitely see to it that your life gets a lot easier if it comes to boating.
So Captain, thank you very much indeed. That's some very interesting pointers for novices in the art of owning a boat and not losing too much money on it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. Anytime.